everyone, and welcome to another one of my tutorials. So today I'm going to show you a mixed media project, and this project is for the American Crafts blog, where this week it's Doodling week. So for this project I'll be using some of the American Crafts. There are stamp markers here, so you can use them on your stamps, but I'm going to be doodling with them. And I've also got some chromatics. So these are, you can color them, and then you've got a blender to blend them in. You will also need, or I'll probably be using, some of these Dear Lizzie buttons, decorated buttons. I've got some of the Dear Lizzie letter stickers. Amy Tangerine, these are dimensional stickers, as well as some of the die cuts. I've also taken out my accent and phrase sticker book. I have got some pages from an old book that I've torn out, and I don't know if you can see it on the video, but they're a bit yellowish. This is going to be my my journal, so my mixed media project for this summer as well. I've taken one which is has a landscape form, okay, and I think if you want to start a mixed media project and you want to work in a journal, try and buy a good journal with thick pages. Okay. Here we go. So I've also taken out 2 pattern papers. Okay, this one is from the Amy Tangerine line, so you've got a nice chevron on one side and you've got the cameras on the other. And this is a lovely green one, okay, with little, okay, and on the other side you've got this paper with the notes on it, a sheet of music. This one is called Heart Song. I'll also be using some mists, and these are just inks. You can buy them anywhere. Normally they are used as writing inks, but I'll be using them on my project as well. Then I've got this. It's a metal, I don't know where I got it from, but I use it quite a lot. Okay. And then these are just plastic, but you use them if you to stir your coffee. I use them for my ink splatters. So what you also need is your gesso. So what we'll first do is we're going to prime our pages with the gesso. So mine is going to be a 2-page spread, so I'm going to prime both sides. Now, the easiest way so I just use an ice cream stick to take my gesso, and I'm going to put some on my page here and there. And as you can see, I've put a brown sheet of paper underneath just to protect my table. So here I'm just going to apply this to the page. Now don't worry if it isn't even. That's just that adds character. Sorry. Okay. I'm no expert in mixed media, but one thing I've seen and I've read a lot is that there aren't any rules. You just go with what you like, what inspires you. And if you want to be less messy, but be less messy. If you want to get really messy, and just try things out. I think the best way to, if you want to tackle a project like this, is just to go with the flow and try things out. So there we go. So what the gesso does, it primes the paper, so there we go. Now all we have to do is leave that to dry. Okay, so I'm back and our pages are dry. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is there won't be a lot of explanation because I'm just going to try things out. This is my really first time I'm really getting stuck into an art journal or mixed media journal of any kind. So I'm just going to start working with my inks, okay? And afterwards I'm going to do some masking, and I've chosen one of my favorite masks, and those are butterflies. Now what I have done, and if you have a Cameo, this is really easy. I've got lots of basil cardstock or any part, or lots of AC cardstock as well. And the colors, they just don't do it for me. They're not kind of the colors I would use in a cardstock. So rather than just throw them away or just let them accumulate in my stash, what I use them for is that I create masks that I use on my layout. So what I've done here is I've cut out 2 butterflies. So I'm going to just take them out. So now you could use this. Okay, you can put this on the paper and mask over it and then just flip it up, okay? Or you could use the page itself. Okay, so here we go. It's a bit stuck. Okay. So, I'm just going to peel the butterfly off. So here's my second butterfly. Okay. So you could also use this, okay? Use the negative cutouts, and you could mask over this. So depending on the effect, if you just use the butterflies alone, it will create, you will have the white will stay underneath where the butterfly lies, and you will color all the rest. And if you use these, okay, your color will have the shape of the butterfly. So you could go with any shapes. Here I cut out, okay, these kind of drops, okay. And for this one I used a stamp. So I scanned a stamp image and then cut out this shape into my cardstock. So before using the butterflies, I'm just going to add some inks.